Also in the press, also in the press, we're seeing you going with Jax for food.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love Jax. Like he literally like. I feel like he's just going to be my friend for a very, very long time.
You create
like,
friends in there.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
like
big time, yeah.
when I first went in there, he was really like welcoming to me, really lovely. I was always like third wheeling with him and Paige, and like never felt like a third wheel. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just it was really sweet. And like with Jax, like, you know, he won't mind me saying this. I feel like he's just got like a bit of growing to do, and I could see that. And there were certain situations that I think he needed a bit of advice.
Yeah.
And I could kind of see that, so I was like kind of there for him, and then he was there for me. So, and then when I came out and I saw that he had such like negative press, I was like really upset me, because I was like, no, like there is this boisterous side of him that whatever, but you're only seeing that one side, and he's actually really sweet.
Yeah.
So, you know, I wanted to kind of like make that clear, and I felt almost like responsible to like say that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so then he was in London the other day for After Sun, and his mum like sent me a message and was like, oh, like, thank you for looking out for Jax, like with it in all your interviews and stuff.
Sweet.
So he was like, my mum's dying to meet you or whatever, and they were just literally staying really near where I live.
Yeah.
So we just went with our mums and got some brunch.
Oh,
and
that's
it was really
decent.
Cute. Yeah, it was really nice.
That's
actually.
decent. So
he's really lovely. Yeah.
How's he doing?
No, I think he's in a really good place. I think he's good. I think he made the right like decision to leave.
Yeah, because I quite like Jax. I could see it, like he's all like banter side.
Yeah.
But then obviously the side that at the end was like a bit like.
Yeah. I think that it all just got a bit too much for him. One thing, like, you know, for him is that like he's a rugby player, so he's somebody who does sports every day, and he weren't training in there. And like my mum said it to him at brunch. She was like, "Why weren't you training? Because you don't realise how much like that can like give you anxiety and stuff when you're not exercising and whatever." And he was like, "I know, I just can't be bothered. I was just on holiday." But actually, I think he made the right decision to leave, and I think he's in a really good place. And you know, and I'm sure he's going to do really well. I'm excited for him.
It's that competitive drive.
Yeah.
It's that competitive drive. You guys were all fooling me when I was doing the weights after losing sports day. Hey, it's the competitive drive.
There you go.
You start going bonkers. Casa. You left just before Casa.
I know. And when we were in the holding, like before we came home, and we found out Casa and Moore had started, we were like, oh, like the timing is so bad. But then when I watched it, like all the Casa boys were really young.
Oh,
like they were all really young. I think the oldest one was like, I don't know, like 22 or something. So I was like, I don't think my husband was there either. So actually, I did find out though, like I don't know whether I meant to say this, but whatever. One of the chaperones told me that like there was another guy in holding who was like probably a bit more than me. He was like 27, he was like tall and whatever, like he just like described him and was like, yeah, and you were in it, you know, when you have to do your top threes, he was like, you were his top person, but he had like something happen and had to go home.
Was he going to come in Casa?
Yeah. So like I feel like maybe the guy that I would have vibed with didn't get to go on. So.
Maybe you might just jump your DMs.
Maybe he'll slide in my DMs. I don't even know his name. I don't even know if he really exists. But like, you know, slide in my DMs if you're about.
How about if he just says, yo, Antigone, top 3, question mark?
Yeah, then I'll know. Exactly.
Then you know.
Yeah. But so once I watched Casa, and I was like, you know, I don't really think there was someone for me in there that it made me feel better about leaving. I was like, and you know what, like I really wanted Danica to find someone too. So, and I think the guys in there were like more her age or whatever. So it's like maybe it's just better, like made more sense. So